For the first time ever, I've looked at that song and gone, maybe it's not cool to show that to people anymore. Hi to all the fanwars.
That's not a thing. So, you've watched our first video. You might have seen that there were some clips in there from the past. Because we want to take over the internet, we thought, what can we do? Reaction video. Let's say that together. No. Reaction video. Reaction video. Let's take our glasses off when we do it. Ready? Reaction video. Oh, I'm looking at the screen. I need to look at the lens. Reaction video. So we're going to start with our first ever video that we released called At the Party. And can you talk about what this was inspired by?
So,
I remember.
Yeah, this was like heavily Flight of the Concords inspired era. Most beautiful girl in the room, aptly. That kind of thing.
Here's a clip of us actually singing that at an open mic. Yeah. I remember at the time, I don't know how old we were, maybe 15, but it was the time when you just were going to parties, and we were some of the youngest people to be invited to the parties, but there were also younger people than us, and they would be dressing up pretty kind of, adult vibes, and this song is about that.
That makes it sound, yeah.
It does sound
kids as well.
It does sound a bit problematic.
We were kids. We were still kids. Now I'm watching it in a whole other context.
Oh no. Oh, let's hit play.
Yeah, without further ado.
That's very Flight of the Concords, that beat. Oh, and this.
The egg cup.
Yeah. I really like that first shot, how I'm trying to make it look like there's more than one people there at the party by doing multiple arms.
And we had like just pairs of shoes lined up on the floor earlier.
Right.
There it is, yeah.
It's 8:03 at the party. It started at 8. I like to be fashionable late.
The bad lip syncing there is, yeah. I think I just forgot the lyric.
I see a hottie in the corner.
Who could that be?
I make my way to the corner and I offer her.
I would always play the women in a lot of our things. Maybe this is the only time I played a woman?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
It felt like more.
it felt like more. It was more recreational. We didn't actually film it, but I would dress up as a woman a lot.
Well, I offer her a tasty chorus.
Everybody's making out at the party.
Taking photos of the pout at the party.
Now I start to see that you're not old enough for me.
Who, me?
Yes, me.
Me.
All right then.
I think it's good that we established that they weren't old enough for us then. Which hopefully clears up any sort of nonce charges now. If they were young then they're too young now. Let's dissect the chorus. Everybody's making out at the party, taking photos of their pout at the party.
I start to see that you're not. So after the first two things of everyone's making out, taking photos of the pout,
Whichever they do, the duck face.
now I start to see that you're not old enough for me.
Who, me? Yes, me.
Me.
All right then.
So we brush it under the rug instantly.
So fine.
This isn't
We're
based...
cleared of all
At
charges.
the beginning of the video...
Stop saying charges.
Sam at the beginning of the video, Sam was like, I know exactly what this was inspired by, making it sound like there was a real life event where there is no real life event.
No.
Yes, we went to parties when we were kids. Yes, there were some kids there that dressed up and made themselves look older than they were, and for some reason we were like, let's write a song about that. But
Content.
neither of us, once we'd hit 16, did anything with anyone younger than 16.
Dance break. We loved a dance break.
All choreographed.
She's making eyes with a smile of eyes. She's
Behind
looking
us.
at me
It's nice.
with the WKD.
Show off.
Oh, the time of that beanie that with the sort of saggy back beanie. Remember that was a thing.
I don't think it was a thing. I think you wanted it to be a thing.
Well, you couldn't wear that beanie as a normal beanie. Like how like a normal beanie now would just go round and like flat. Yeah. But they were like they had this sort of like almost like a like a sort of giant foreskin, like a sort of an extra sort of fleshy.
I know
snood.
Which one you're on about.
Fleshy snood.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy this riff.
I'm drinking my cider. I want to be inside her.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. Right. I don't think this verse is linked to the rest of the song's message, though. We were going to a lot of parties.
We were.
One side of it was like the people that were dressing up too old, and the other side of it was girls that were like 17, 18, and you'd be like sat on the stairs thinking about things.
This video is actually really difficult to do now. Oh.
I want to be inside her. I want to hypnotize her.
that sounds bad as well.
Yeah.
Don't you see that you're getting kind of
I
tall?
don't know why we were
don't
like shaming.
like that.
We were shaming girls.
No.
It's kind of
Maybe
it boils down
it was to hide our own insecurities, of which there were so many.
Right, this became a hallmark.
It did.
And by that I mean we did it in the next video as well.
Oh.
Big up George.
George the dog. Miss him. R.I.P.
Real one.
Was this lazy editing? I don't know.
Yeah, I was really annoyed when we did it up and it looked terrible. I had a vision. I thought it'd be, like Scooby-Doo where they're all chasing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like that. This was good though. This was a bit half-assed. Just did it for 3 stairs.
That's nice. I like that little cut there.
Yeah. I remember coming up with that and thinking that's hysterical.
And the repeat of the chorus.
Yeah, it's good.
Little George behind there. Oh,
And
George.
you don't want to be like that.
End of song.
Yeah.
Right, so
What have we learned?
for the first time ever I've looked at that song and gone, maybe it's not cool to show that to people anymore.
And you don't want to be like that. End of song.